1 2, we're live. How you doing? Good to see ya. Good to have you back here. I'm your English teacher from Instagram, Dreyer, my lord, and today I got something to discuss with you. Modals. Modals are used to express ideas such as possibility, necessity, permission, ability, obligation, and advice. They're always followed by the base form of another verb, without to. All right? We can start with the word can, very often used in English. Repeat, can is a modal. Can expresses the ability, the possibility, and permission in informal English. So we're going to start with the ability. We have an example right down below. You can read along with me. I can speak English. It communicates that you have the ability, the skills to speak English or Spanish, right in the example. It can get very cold here in winter. It can get very cold here in winter. It's a possibility that it's going to get cold. It can get, right? And an informal permission, which is, can I borrow your pen? Can I borrow your pen? When we bring something up we want to do and we need someone else's permission, can I? Can I? All right? So here's the question. Can you touch the ceiling? Can you touch the ceiling? So yes or no? Yes, I can, or no, I can't touch the ceiling. Ceiling, right? The floor and the ceiling. Moving on. Repeat, could. Could is also a modal. We're going to use it to talk about past ability, possibility as well, and a polite request. As you saw before, can is more for informal requests. Could sounds more polite. So, when I was younger, I could run very fast. When I was younger, I could run very fast. Could run. Something I could do in the past. It could rain later, so take an umbrella. It could rain later, so take an umbrella. Nice. Could rain, possibility. Could you please help me? Could you please help me? As it is a polite request in this case. So when you are at the restaurant and you are about to ask for the menu to order your food, what do? You use can or you use could. Could I get the menu? Can I get the menu? Well, most of the times people just use can. And it's pretty normal. It's pretty it's average question. Could you ride a bike when you were a kid? Could you ride a bike when you were a kid? I'm talking about a skill here. So it's a yes or no. Yes, I could ride, or no, I couldn't ride a bike. Okay? Now I repeat, may. May, very good. With may, we're going to express possibility and formal permission. It may snow tomorrow. It may snow tomorrow. It's probable, it's possible it will snow tomorrow. In this case, using may. May I ask a question? May I ask a question? This is okay. This is really, really formal. All right? May I ask a question? May I? That's our formal permission. May I ask your name? Then you're going to say, yes, of course. So, what is your name? You can drop your name right here in the comments answering to this question. You guys repeat, might. Might. Or sometimes with the muted T, might. Might. I might go to the party, but I'm not sure yet. So I might go to the party, but I'm not sure yet. So as you see, might is similar to may. We use it to express possibility. It's less likely than may. So if you say, I may go to the party, it's probable. It's more probable than might. If you say, I might go to the party, but I'm not sure yet. That's the difference between might and may when we talk about possibilities. You think, he might come to the party? My friend, let's say, my friend, do you think he might come to the party? Yes, I think he might come. Or, no, I don't think he might come to the party. All right. Okay. Repeat must. Must. You're going to use must for strong obligations, necessities, and strong deduction. This is a really strong word, as you say. You must wear a seatbelt in the car. We have laws that say you must wear a seatbelt in the car for your own safety. So it's a strong obligation, right? I must study for my exam because I need to pass the exam, so this is a necessity. I must study. Pronunciation tip: when you need to use must and another verb that starts with S and T, you're just gonna connect and you're just gonna be I must study. Can I repeat that? I must study. So then you don't say I must study. Capiche? Moving on. He's been working all day. He's been working all day. He must be tired. This is a strong deduction. It's what I really think. Like he's been working all day, man. He must be tired. Yeah. In this case, using must at the end of the sentence. So here's your question. Must you study English 3 hours every day if you want to become fluent? Must you study English 3 hours a day if you want to become fluent? 3 hours. Nah, I mustn't. The negative is I mustn't study English 3 hours every day if I want to become fluent. Of course, it's recommended that you study a little bit every day, but 3 hours? Nah, it's not necessary. Repeat, have to. Have to. It communicates obligation and necessity. I have to wake up early tomorrow. I have to wake up early tomorrow. It's a necessity. It's an obligation. She has to wear a uniform at work. She has to wear a uniform at work. It's a necessity. They demand that she wears a uniform at work. So here's what we got. Do you have to go to work early in the morning? Do you have to go to work early in the morning? Yes, I have to go to work early in the morning. Or no, I don't have to go to work early in the morning. All right. Should. Now, should we're going to use for advice, suggestion, and obligation. It's weaker than must. You should see a doctor if you don't feel well. So it's an advice. You know, this word advice is a recommendation. It's a suggestion in a way. You should see a doctor if you don't feel well. We should try that new restaurant. We should try that new restaurant. It's suggestions. I should call my mother today. It's an obligation. Weaker than must, you gotta remember that. I must or I should call my mom today. All right? So now we got must and should. We have this difference that one is stronger than the other. So must and should. As some exercise now, how would you complete this sentence over here? I see a doctor tomorrow. I see a doctor tomorrow. I must see a doctor or I should see a doctor. 1, 2, 3. Speak fast. I should see a doctor tomorrow. That's correct. What about this? I don't wake up early on Saturdays. I don't wake up early on Saturdays. You have to use must, have to, or should. 1, 2, 3. I don't have to wake up early on Saturdays. We're going to use have because It's a possibility idea. It's not something like an obligation. It's not an obligation to wake up early on Saturdays. That's the point. You know what I mean? Okay, repeat would. Would is more conditional. We're going to use it for polite requests, past habits. If I had more time, I would travel more. If I had more time, I would travel more. All right? This is a conditional example. If you had something, you will do that. Condition. Would you mind closing the door? Would you mind closing the door? Remember, here we use for polite requests. So when you are being polite, a waiter or waitresses, you can observe that they usually use this word would when they are offering something or asking you for something. So, would you mind closing the door? When I was a child, I would often play in the park. When I was a child, I would often play in the park. That would be a past habit, the same as using I used to play in the park. That would be the same idea. Would you live in New York if you had $1 million? In this case, we're talking about condition, right? If you had $1 million, would you live in New York? Yes or no? I would live in New York if I had $1 million. Sounds like a good plan. All right, so that was it in our class today, talking about modals. If you have any struggles, if you struggle with modals, you can comment right here in this video. What are your questions? And I'll help you out with them. Just in case to remember you, if you are interested in studying English with me, I got you a little something. You can now join my English community where I teach you how to speak fast and improve your pronunciation and accent with a single payment of $35 only. I am going to release the link right here in the comments or in the description of this video. You can get to know more about my students community. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you there within the next class. Bye-bye.